Are you ever having a conversation with someone and you want to give the best impression possible, but you can kind of see them visually get disengaged? And so you think to yourself, am I just not interesting enough? Is there some trick, some hack that I can use in order to make myself more interesting or at least appear more interesting? And so you try all these different tricks that you saw online of like making eye contact and like asking thoughtful questions about that person, but you can still see them get more and more visually disengaged, and eventually they just make an excuse and leave the conversation. And if this is you, bro, like I know exactly how it feels because I was exactly the same. I was a super shy guy in school, but fast forward to today, like social life and being socially good with people is just not a problem that happens to me anymore. And so in this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips that you can follow. And if you follow these for a month, trust me, just 1 month, you will be a socially magnetic person at the end of it. So the first one, I want you to understand that your brain is like a super shit computer, right? If you open one tab, it's good at doing that one thing. But if you open another tab, your brain immediately starts lagging and it's terrible at whatever it wants to do. So when you're having a conversation with someone and you're thinking all these different things about if this person is visually engaged, is it not engaged, am I asking enough thoughtful questions about this person, you've opened too many tabs in your brain. And so it's extremely laggy, and that's why all your conversations are just so bad. If you've ever played a sport or some other hobby that you were involved in, I used to play tennis. Every time I was playing tennis, right? If I started thinking about like how my feet were placed and how I was swinging, and I became conscious of my movements and my thoughts, that's immediately when I would play like absolutely terrible. But as soon as I let go, and like kind of just played subconsciously, I would be absolutely amazing at it. And this is the exact same thing with social interactions. If you have a conversation with a close friend, are you ever thinking about how I'm interacting with this person, whether I'm making enough eye contact and stuff like that? You're not, because it's just something that's extremely, completely natural to you. And this is the exact same thing with social interactions. Whenever you have this overthinking thing in your brain where, am I engaging enough? Am I making enough eye contact? Am I like speaking too much about myself? I literally want you to think at that moment to yourself that I am myself and I'm here to have fun. Literally, that's the only mentality I need you to have going into these conversations, because that's how you have good conversations, brother. You don't have good conversations by manually thinking your way into these thoughtful questions and eye contact and stuff like that. The way you have good social conversations is by feeling it. And so every time this overthinking arises in your brain, just tell yourself, I am myself, I'm gonna have fun. Literally. Like, there's no other reason for you to not be yourself. Because think about it, if you're not yourself and you become good friends with that person, there's only going to be a limited amount of time till you can keep that act up of you being something else other than you're not. And if you're truly your genuine self and you make a good friendship with the person, that's really good, because that's a sustainable relationship. That's actually something you can take long term. So never try to be something that's not yourself. Be truly and 100% yourself. Even if there's like some random thought you get while having a conversation with the person, just say it out loud. Like I used this bowling alley example in one of my last videos, which is basically someone's talking about a bowling alley and the only experience you've had with the bowling alley is that their shoes are extremely uncomfortable. Say it. Like literally say, bro, like you went in the bowling alley, fine, but aren't the shoes so uncomfortable? Like they're so like rigid and tight. And if the person agrees, then they're gonna be like, yeah, like I low-key know what you mean. But if they don't agree, the max they're gonna be like, really? Like I've never really noticed that. And that's how the conversation keeps going. Like literally just truly be yourself. Anytime you get this overthinking thing in your mind, just tell yourself, I'm gonna be myself and I'm gonna have fun. Fuck it. Literally. That's it. That's all I want you to think. The second thing, the minimum effort method. And this is a method that you should use for absolutely anything that you're trying to get good at. A lot of people socially, at the gym, in money, success, business, a lot of people have this misconception that they're gonna be extremely amazing and gonna make a lot of money in like the first like day or 2 days of doing stuff. Like that's literally what they think. Even though like they know it's not realistic, they subconsciously think that. That's the same thing what people think with like being socially magnetic. They think that they're just gonna randomly, out of being like socially anxious, they're gonna randomly go into a group conversation and be socially magnetic. That's, in most cases, that's not how it works. You kind of have to build up to it. And trust me, if you regularly build up to this, it's gonna take you max a month to reach that socially magnetic stage. But if you're thinking that you're just gonna get there like tomorrow when you get up, like that's not how it's gonna happen. So what the minimum effort method is that you pick a goal that you have, something that takes absolutely zero effort for you, or very less effort, that you can commit to every day and you can still make progress. So for me, when I was a socially anxious person and I was trying to get socially more proficient, literally my minimum goal was every day speak to a new person. Like literally that's it. And it wasn't like have a conversation with them. It was just like say something to them. So when I would go to the gym, I would literally like be like, okay, I have this goal that I have to speak to one new person every day. So there was the random person working out next to me. I'd literally just go up to them and I ask them like, yo, do you know when the gym is closing? And they tell me like, oh, it closes at 9 p.m. I'm like, okay, thank you. That's it. That's my goal for today, done. That's how you have to progress. Like I literally used to do that, bro. Like I asked like 10, 15 different people what time the gym closes just to get more socially proficient. And then after I was used to doing that, I took that a step further and I was like, let me just strike up a conversation about them with their workouts and stuff like that. And then after that, after doing that for a while, I leveled up to like approaching girls like that. And I was like, I have to go and say hi to them, or I have to like even ask them one question. And then once I started doing that, I got so comfortable, then I literally just started asking them more stuff about like how their day was and what they're planning to do after the workout and stuff like that. And that's exactly how it is. You have to slowly progress towards your goals. So pick a minimum effort thing that you can do. If you're extremely socially anxious, that's fine, bro. Like just pick a goal that you can commit to every single day. And this could be speaking to a new person every single day, which I recommend it should be for you. And this could be absolutely anything. Like just go and ask them a question. Like if you're sitting at a coffee shop and be like, yo, my phone just died. Like, do you know what the time is? Like literally just be like that. Or just ask anyone any random question. After 10, 15 days of doing this, like you'll see it's so easy to approach and speak to people. And then you can take that a step further into having a full-on conversation. And then you can take that a step further into like taking their social media, taking their contact and stuff like that. And trust me, you'll be absolutely amazing at the end of the month. Okay, third one. Now, this is a huge one. And it is fixing your sleep. And I know everyone says that sleep is extremely important, blah, blah, blah. But like, I promise you, it is so mind-blowingly important, especially for social interactions. And I've noticed it myself. Like when I get bad sleep, my social interactions, even though I'm extremely socially proficient, my social interactions are terrible. Like not terrible, they're just not as good as how they are when I sleep well. And it's all rooted in science as well. I've made a separate video about it. But it's when you get bad sleep, people view you as less attractive, less healthy, and are less likely to socially interact with you. It's something about the energy, the facial expressions that you give off whenever you get even one night of bad sleep. Another study that even though socially proficient people, even after one night of bad sleep, interact with people as much as those with social anxiety. Which is absolutely crazy. Like think about it. Like even if you're socially proficient, if you get bad sleep, you're probably acting like those people with social anxiety just because you don't feel like interacting with them. Like that's absolutely crazy. So you need to fix your sleep. The studies labeled it as like a disease avoidant instinct, which is like when you get bad sleep, you appear less healthy. So it's like this subconscious thing in the human brain that they want to avoid people that seem less healthy or with like a bad mood because they don't want to catch those diseases themselves, which is absolutely insane. So the major thing that you have to do is fix your sleep. And I promise you, bro, you follow these three things, like tell yourself that you're going to be yourself, you're going to have fun, have a minimum goal that you can stick to every single day and you can progress at. And the third one is fixing your sleep. I promise you, you will be the most socially magnetic person at the end of this month, bro. Try it. It's going to change your life. You got this, bro. I believe in you.